guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Steph, and today we're going to be setting up my sister's bullet journal for January 2022. This bullet journal is again an A5 size from Artist Loft. I picked it up at Michael's. It has this really pretty faux leather silver color. Again, I filmed this in the middle of last year and sent it to her as a Christmas/birthday gift because she's a December baby. But now that she's received it, I can go ahead and record this voiceover. For materials, I'm using the Prismacolor and the Triplus fineliner for the line work. I'm also using some Tombows, a bright icy blue, a gray, a pink, and a purple for the Snowman's clothes, and of course my orange Triplus by Staedtler for the nose of the Snowman. I like the purple and pink together, and of course all of the colors and materials will be listed in the description as well. Okay, just kind of jumping in here. I just start by tracing really thin lines. I didn't really know how I wanted to do the Snowman, if I wanted to outline them in black at all. I did end up going with a really thin outline with the Prismacolor, and I'm pretty happy with how they turned out. I think they're super cute. There's a lot I could have done in terms of making it more perfect, but all the snowmen I've ever built, which admittedly is only one ever, they're not perfectly round. You don't get a perfectly round snowman unless you have lots of snow and experience, I think, which I don't have. Also, I debated doing the classic frosty top hat situation, but ultimately decided to go with a beanie instead. I just feel like it felt much more cozy and much more wintry, and so I really like how that turned out as well. I ended up filling in the little buttons, and yeah, I think the color palette I chose is wintry with the bright blue, which I'll also use to make snowflakes, which you'll see here shortly, which was another theme I had considered doing for this month. But the snowmen, you can make them much more simple. You don't have to add the embellishments. You don't have to do a scarf. You don't have to do really anything. Just kind of get the general shape in there. So I love how cute this little snowman turned out. However, because again the paper is a 120 GSM, I did struggle with some bleeding through to the other side whenever I went over something twice. So I learned pretty quickly when I was using Tombows that I needed to do things right the first time. The quote I chose is, "A new year awaits, crisp, clean, and as clear as the freshly fallen snow," with just an accent. The gray was pretty light, so I outlined the letters with the Prismacolor just to add some definition and some visual interest, and then I made the word snow in the same bright blue color that I was making the actual snow in. And then I tied the two pages together into kind of one illustration by adding that final line there. But there you can see the bleeding situation. I fixed it by coloring over the darker spots with a Sakura Jelly Roll in white. For the calendar spread, I did my traditional 6 boxes long by 5 boxes wide, and erasing that corner caused the paper to tear again. As much as I love the Artist Loft journals for journaling, if you're going to be using something really intense like Tombow dual brush pens or paint or anything like that, I would probably stick to something with a little bit more thickness in terms of the paper. So this snowman has a blue beanie and a gray scarf with little blue, I don't know, tassel type things at the end. And I think he turned out super cute as well. And then, as always, I gave her a little spot for events and a monthly to-do list, and then put that snowman on a hill and added some snowflakes falling down as well. If you haven't already, my January bullet journal setup is also posted. I went with a very different Phantom of the Opera theme. For her, I did snowmen, and they're very different, but I think they're both equally adorable. So here, again, because my sister has never bullet journaled before, I wasn't really sure what to do, so I gave her a spot to track 5 habits. I don't know if she will use those, but I did give her the space and added a little teeny tiny snowman doodle in the corner. And then for her mood tracker, I was inspired by Joshi Corinne used this in her Frozen theme that she did last summer, which is also about when I was doing the recording of this video, and she drew all these little baby snowmen, and then the idea was that you can put in their facial expressions to suit your mood. So I did confirm that she is using that spread at least, because she did mention drawing little faces on the snowmen. So I didn't think you needed to watch me draw all of them. They're basically the same, not quite perfect circles, little feet, little arms, and that's about it. And for her last pages here, her last monthly pages, just a brain dump and a monthly highlights page so that she can track anything of interest that happens throughout January with really simple just borders. I don't do too much on these types of pages. For the weekly spread, I'm just doing a really basic 4 boxes, splitting the pages evenly and having the space for each day of the week. and that's going to be the same. I will alternate throughout her bullet journal different weekly spreads so that she can tell me which one she likes best, you know, for future bullet journals going forward. And for the weeklies, I kind of just alternate purple, pink, blue and gray, blue and pink, purple and gray, that kind of thing. Just adds a little bit of tying everything together for these, you know, these types of simpler spreads, these weekly spreads where there's not really room to doodle. And this is the final flip through. This is my sister's January setup, just really basic because I don't know how she intends to use her bullet journal really going forward, but I appreciate you guys being here. Please like this video. If you want to see more content, you can also subscribe and enable the notifications, and let me know what theme you guys decided to go for with January, and I'm always looking for inspiration for new ideas. I will see you guys next time. I hope you have a great rest of your day.